Okay, so welcome back to that one random podcast shorts. Yeah, so these are going to be short videos that we do. This is not a full episode where we're going to react to some quick videos and give our thoughts on it. So this one was interesting that I found on TikTok. It was around sleep paralysis, which I know I've suffered from in the past. I've had some weird ones as well, yeah. But they're claiming that they filmed this guy while he was sleeping, and during his sleep paralysis, they had heat censoring video technology, recording technology, and they could actually see a demon crawl on top of him. Yeah. So we're going to play this, yeah, because this one kind of spooked me out because I have experienced sleep paralysis and it does freak you fucking out, yeah? So let's just play this, yeah? Let's start from the beginning.
Sleep paralysis, something I'm certain each and every one of you has experienced at least once in your lifetime. Now take a look. As you can see, this was recorded live and there is another heat signature captured on the thermal imaging camera right on top of the sleeping individual.
I don't know, man. That camera looks a bit too clear.
Right on top of the sleeping individual. This mysterious shape resembles that of a human body, climbing on top of the man and seemingly strangling him. Some keen-eyed viewers have pointed out that there's a lot of orbs flying around the room as well. So, what do you think? Could this be actual proof that demons are the source of sleep paralysis? Let us know your thoughts.
Oh man, okay. Shit. Okay, so
I don't know whether I believe that or not.
I have had sleep paralysis, and I do believe that it starts to border on the lines of spiritual phenomena as opposed to just in your head. Mm-hmm. And when you start talking about negative spirits and demons or whatever you want to call them, I do think that can play a role in sleep paralysis. But that video looked a bit too...
It just didn't...
Too much. What they're talking about though is real, but I would like to fact check that footage just because I'm not sure whether an infrared camera will pick up the distinct shape of a human body.
I think is why would you pick up a heat signature of a spirit?
Yeah, that's where, and it was really like an actual human just climbed on top of him.
That to me, when I watched it, I thought, hold on, but you wouldn't pick up, would a spirit, I'm not an expert in this, but would a spirit have body heat?
This is what I mean.
That would state you're alive, no?
Yeah, they're operating on a different electromagnetic frequency than
what we are, right?
Than what that should be picking up. But I'm not saying that can't be seen on.
No, I'm not saying that. I've had sleep paralysis. I've had I didn't realize till years later that it was sleep paralysis because I never even heard of it, right? And I don't know if I told you this, yeah. And one night, this was like probably, 41 now. So you're talking probably 16, 17 years ago, whatever it might have been, yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, longer than that. Maybe close to 20 when it started. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night because I heard a scratching noise.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is that? So in my old flat back then, my bedroom, when you walked through my front door, the first door you saw was in front of you in the actual apartment, and that was the bedroom. And then you had the toilet next to it, and then you walked down a little bit, you had the living room and then into the kitchen, right? That's how it was laid out. And I could, on one of the secondary key lock, which was the old bolt key, you have those old, those little keyhole flaps, that little circular ones that swing side to side.
Yeah.
So I was like getting up, I thought, what is that? What is that? Yeah, and I was like, fucking God, I'm annoyed because I'm sleeping and now I've been woken up.
Yeah.
So I got up and I looked down and I'm like, what is that? I can hear it. I'm standing in the hallway and I'm like, what is that? And I looked down, I'm like, what? And the flap's going from left to right, full swing, yeah? And I'm like, I didn't think it was weird. I did think it was weird, but I was like, are you fucking serious? What's going on? Because I'm sleepy, I think, maybe the wind's doing that. But then I pulled it off, literally snapped it off and threw it in the bin, went back to bed, fell asleep. Next morning I woke up and I thought, that was fucking weird, isn't it? But then I realised there was no windows open, didn't have my balcony door open, there was no wind coming through the hallway outside, and even if it did, how was that swinging it left to right? So I was like, okay, that was a weird one. I just knocked it off. Not long after that, I started getting sleep paralysis, where I'm getting attacked in my sleep and I can't move. But then I couldn't tell the difference between whether I was actually awake or asleep.
Sometimes it's like, am I dreaming this?
And these dreams were vivid, like I was being spun against the ceiling and held, and I couldn't move, and I'm trying to like get out of it, and then I don't know whether I'm awake or not. But the freakiest thing that ever happened to me once, and this was weird as well, because I knocked this one off, and this was before the flapping of the keyhole thing, yeah? Sleeping in bed, and it felt like something crawled up on top of my duvet, just like that, like a dog would or something like that, something light. And then I was like in the first stages of sleep, and it just goes, hey! And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know when you just freaks you out? That's why now I sleep with my ears covered as well, because I'm like, what the, it just freaked me out. But then after those two instances, that's when the sleep paralysis started. Then I talked to a mate, and I was like, yeah, I keep having these weird dreams. He goes, what's going on? And then I told him about the two instances I told you, and he goes, yo, you need to come to my house, come get some holy water from my mum.
Splash, splash, splash.
She's like, come get some holy water from my mum, because we're both Hindu, right? So he goes, mum's got holy water at home, come take some. She goes, mum, give him some, like, blah, blah, blah. He goes, go home, splash it on the front doorway, where he goes, especially on your bed, because that's where the attacks are happening. He goes, put it all over your bed. So I put it all over my bed. This was like ages after it happened. I even had like an ex-girlfriend I asked her about it, and she turned around and said, she goes, it's probably anxiety and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not anxious about anything. But it was weird. And I remember the last one I ever had was one, I leaped out of bed after breaking free, and I punched the mirror. But then I woke up 2 seconds later back in bed, and I was like, huh?
So you didn't, but because it was all in your head.
So was it in my head? Was it not? To this day, I don't know. Yeah. Have I had any reoccurrence of that since I've moved out of that place? Yeah. Once or twice. I know where I used to live before. I used to always have this feeling before that something, at night sometimes it feels like something's hovering over my bed in the air. Like something's hovering over me, and I'll be like, what the fuck is this? This is just weird. Yeah, but before all of that, also there was another thing where I felt like someone was at night stroking my head like this, very lightly. I was like, And I thought maybe it's just my nerves or whatever like that. I just knocked it all off. Told my mate, he goes, yeah, but your granddad was very loving, wasn't he? And he goes, yeah, you're sure he's not visiting you at night and just making sure you're all right? And I go, yeah, but what about the other stuff?
Shit.
He's like, but then I found out about sleep paralysis. Like, oh, okay, it's that, isn't it? Okay, cool, fine.
Yeah, sleep paralysis is not.
And I actually saw, you see those shadowy people?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you a picture
Bruv, my one was scary. There was a woman fucking next to me on the floor, curled up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she looks aside with long hair. All I can see is like the silhouette, because that's all you see, they say. And that's all I saw. And then her long ass fingernails are reaching out to me. I'm like, get the fuck up now.
Man. Trying to see, can you Google? Have you seen the movie Lights Out?
What's that one about?
I can't really remember about it's a horror movie, but they have a demon in there that looks exactly like what I saw when I had sleep paralysis. And it was in the corner of the room, and you're just screaming out for help, but you're not making a noise and you can't move your body, and it was the scariest shit I've seen. Lights Out.
Lights Out, yeah?
Yeah.
One word or two?
2 words. That film.
Lights Out, there you go, 2000.
If you go on images.
That?
No, go on images.
I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious, bro?
More like that.
Oh, shit.
I saw this in the corner. And it was like a spider. It was in the top corner, and then it moves to the bottom. And I was screaming out for help, and it's like, can't do shit. Sleep paralysis is not a joke. Usually, for me, it came after going a period of time after doing like substances and then coming off that substance, and then all of a sudden in that recovery phase these things start to come about. I read on Reddit though, one way to break out of it was to scream for God. Just call for God and ask for God, and and amen, kind of call for him to come. And I remember one time I was screaming and nothing was coming out, and then I remembered what that Reddit forum said, and I started shouting God. And on about the second or third, and then on the third one, I managed to shout God out loud, and like chains were broken free. And that's just something that actually did work. Just calling for God actually broke the spell. But sleep paralysis is not a joke. I had a RE teacher, my religious teacher back in school. And he said that he was in his bed one time, and he opened his eyes and he was looking around the room, but he couldn't move. So he was like, he's having sleep paralysis. And he thought to himself, like, okay, There's nothing I can do right now. I'm gonna just try and go back to sleep. Anyways, he eventually wakes up, but he sees on his arms, he's got 2 handprints on his arms. And he's thinking, what the fuck? So he shows it to the other RE teacher, and the other RE teacher starts talking about it could be something more demonic, and possibly he could have been raped while he was asleep. So it was very, very like, what is going on? But no joke, he took pictures of it. There was a physical handprint on his arms, on both arms. So it was like someone was pinning him down. So when you show the video of this one where someone climbing on top and pinning him down, it could be, it very well could be. And I think that stuff happens. Whether though a camera picked it up is, I don't know. But man, when you saw the pictures with the handprints on the arm, I just thought to myself, shit, that's not a joke. And I was like 14, 15, so I didn't really understand sleep paralysis at the time. This happened more when, in the last 5 years or so.
So this guy, an RE teacher said that he could have been raped.
That's what he was like, he hopes not. But why else would someone pin you down like that?
Yeah, but I always got it that, funny as said, yeah, like, I always got like, it was like this.
Yeah.
Like I'm being, and someone's holding, bear hugging me.
Yeah.
And from behind as well. And sometimes from behind as well.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. It is crazy. I'm trying to see if
that's spooky if you saw something like that, but that's similar to what I saw, like a woman like that, but not the eyes, just black silhouette. That's what I can see. That's fucking freaky, man.
I want to see if Jesus in Australia talks about sleep paralysis.
So what, like that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was more like that stick figure that from the previous picture, but it really was like, I saw that in the corner and you just start freaking out. You're like, why?
Okay, no, man. How old is this from? 2016? Okay, no.
But I do think it is something on the spiritual side.
That stuff freaks me out anyway. But so you definitely think it's a spirit? I agree. I think so. I think it is. Like, even though I've knocked it down to sleep paralysis, you could call it that as much as you want, but that's just code for me that you've been attacked.
Yep.
Cool. That's all we're going to say on that one.
Yeah, call for God. That's my advice.
There you go. Trebel's giving you advice.
Yeah.
Just call for God in that
Literally,
situation.
honestly, if you have nothing to lose, whether you're a believer or not, but just scream out for God. And man, it broke the chains for me. So hopefully, if you're experiencing that in the moment, try it. Nothing to lose.
Cool. All right. As always, like, share, and subscribe. We're out.
Peace.